The initial jubilation at Los Alamos had been a strange, fleeting thing. The scientists, sequestered for years in the high desert of New Mexico, had succeeded in their monumental task. The war was over. But for J. Robert Oppenheimer, the father of the atomic bomb, the cheers and back-patting quickly gave way to a gnawing disquiet. The theoretical had become terrifyingly real, and the weight of it was beginning to settle upon him. In the autumn of 1945, with the world still reeling from the images of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, Oppenheimer secured a meeting with President Harry S. Truman. He hoped to impress upon the president the awesome and terrible power they had unleashed, and the urgent need for international control of this new force. On October 25th, Oppenheimer, a man used to commanding the attention of the world's greatest scientific minds, found himself in the Oval Office. He was by all accounts a changed man. The almost boyish enthusiasm that had driven the Manhattan Project had been replaced by a deep-seated anxiety. The meeting began cordially enough. Truman, a man of plain-spoken confidence, was eager to meet the celebrated physicist, but the conversation quickly soured. When Truman asked Oppenheimer when he thought the Soviets would develop their own atomic bomb, Oppenheimer confessed he didn't know. Truman, with a dismissive wave of his hand, declared, "Never." The chasm between the two men's understanding of the situation was vast. Oppenheimer saw a future, haunted by the specter of nuclear proliferation and an arms race. Truman saw a decisive American advantage. As the meeting drew to a close, the immense burden Oppenheimer had been carrying finally broke through his carefully composed exterior. "Mr. President," he said, his voice barely above a whisper, "I feel I have blood on my hands." Truman's reaction was swift and unforgiving. He was a man who had made the decision to use the bomb, and he would not be seen to be second-guessing himself. Accounts of his exact words vary, but the sentiment was clear. He told Oppenheimer that the blood was on his hands, not Oppenheimer's, and that he should let him worry about it. In some tellings, Truman even offered Oppenheimer a handkerchief, mockingly asking if he'd like to wipe his hands. The meeting was over. Oppenheimer, chastened and unheard, was ushered out of the Oval Office. As the door closed, Truman turned to his aides and muttered, "I don't want to see that son of a bitch in this office ever again." He would later refer to Oppenheimer as a crybaby scientist. For Oppenheimer, the meeting was a profound failure. He had hoped to find a partner in his quest for nuclear sanity, but had instead found a man who saw the bomb as just another weapon. He left the White House that day a man increasingly isolated, a prophet of a new and terrible age that he himself had helped to create.